Hey guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today we're going to talk about Fable 4. So, as a lot of you know, it's rumored now that Playground Games is working on Fable 4, which is very exciting for me. I am a huge fan of the Fable franchise. It is actually a huge reason why I wound up switching over to Xbox from PlayStation, because during PS2 I was a huge PlayStation guy, and I picked up an Xbox original right around the time Halo 2 launched, then picked up Fable. And then they announced a Fable 2 and Gears of War, everything that kind of played into pulling me over to the Xbox ecosystem. Now, Peter Molyneaux, a lot of you might know, used to be the head of Lionhead Studios. He is essentially the founder of Lionhead and tends to like to open his mouth. However, Peter Molyneaux decided to state what he would like to see out of Fable 4. The things he thinks that they should do. Have you ever just had one of those moments where you see someone online and you're like, God, I hope they shut their mouth? Well, Peter Molyneaux was that instance for me. He actually was that instance at the start of all of the Fable games, and probably the biggest hindrance to the Fable franchise. Peter Molyneaux used to really like to make these outlandish promises of things that they weren't even working on in the Fable franchises, saying they were going to be in the game. Most of them weren't even things that any of the team was currently working on, just things he wanted to see in them, so he told you they were going to be there. Well, none of them ever came to light, making it look like Fable was having these broken promises that really weren't promises. They were just Peter Molyneaux being incapable of putting his foot in his mouth and shutting it for a few minutes. Now, I'm not saying Molyneaux is like terrible, because obviously Lionhead Studios did some great things, and obviously he was a part of those things. However, when you're sitting here now giving these things that you feel that the new franchise should do when you have no part in it, you're again now just holding that franchise back because you're now making these comments that probably will never make it into the game. The fact that he isn't working on this game is actually the reason why I think Fable 4 is going to be the best Fable. I don't mean to discredit Molyneaux. Obviously, he has some pretty impressive stuff under his belt. Did you know at one point he was actually only going to sell pork and beans, and then him lying about who his company was actually got him into the gaming market again after he had left it? Yeah, Peter Molyneaux, selling you pork and beans. Makes a lot of sense, right? At least he would probably make outlandish promises about that too, like, plant my pork and beans in your backyard and it'll grow a tree. But, with that being said, I think the fact that they are giving this over to a new developer who can freshen the series, and this is something that this developer hasn't really had a chance to work on. They are known for an open world racing game, but this is going to be Fable's first fully open world game, supposedly. This is assuming that all the rumors are true and Fable is what they are working on, which I would love to... I'm hoping is the case. I just had to say something about Molyneaux and his loud mouth, because he ruins things. Obviously, when he did his Kickstarter, I'm sure you remember that stupid little phone where you all have to tap and it slowly chips away a piece of the puzzle thing, I guess. And only one person would actually get to the last piece and see what's inside. And that person won and would get a share of the profits when the game actually released. I can't remember what the name of this stupid thing was called. But they didn't make good on the Kickstarter. They backed out of the Kickstarter. This is one of the largest Kickstarters to fail, with a AAA game developer being responsible for it. The guy never got a share of anything. I mean, it was one of the biggest slap in the faces from Kickstarter. And Molyneaux is also a part of the reason why people don't trust Kickstarter. I mean, stop talking about Fable. It's not your franchise anymore. You don't have a right to it. And no one really cares what you say, because every time you opened your mouth about it before, it was a lie. So, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Do you think Peter Molyneaux should be stating what he thinks of Fable, or do you think he's just writing checks that his backside can't cash? I would love to hear your opinion, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click subscribe. You can click the subscribe button to Also click that little bell. It'll let you know when I upload videos. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon with plenty more videos coming for you.